Not the new boss. So wait, did the store owner just hire somebody new or what? Like what are we dealing with? Or did somebody else, you feel me, buy the store from him? You know, like what oh, they sold the place completely and now okay, so they was just like, hey, we got somebody already working here, so you know, she comes with the okay, yeah. So basically the old boss was like, yeah, you know, by the store, you get this employee as well. You know, these are the hours she works. Damn. Not him pawning you off to somebody else. That's crazy work. The disrespect. Like who was in the studio with that level of disrespect? Oh, ¿por qué no la dos? I mean, like if you wanna do the two, if you want, you feel what I'm saying? Said, "Give me out the work for the." What did you call them? Baby Blicks? I'm like the entire time I've been sitting here listening to this music, my brain has just repeatedly like I don't know why it's gone to this description, but like in my head, this is some suspicious ass music. Like like this is some mysterious ass music. Like this is some shit you listen to. You feel what I'm saying? In like a spy movie or some shit. You know, when somebody up to no good. Yes, and I will poison the town's water supply. No one will be. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's like, is it just me? No one will be aware until it is too late. But first, Like, Reginald, bring me the weapon. You feel me? Like that's what it's giving right now. Poison the water supply. Like, cause clearly that's what has to happen. Every bad guy has to poison the water supply. Tony Baker said it best. It's always something with the water supply. But then you got to question, like, if why would you try to take over the town by poisoning the water supply? Everybody's gonna die. Yes, I poisoned the town's water supply. Everyone is dead. And I'm like, who was in the studio with that? Also, I don't know if y'all heard, but apparently there was a Marvel rival stream, and there was like this group of streamers doing a Marvel Rivals tournament. Sorry, said a Marvel Rivals stream. Duh. But apparently there was a Marvel Rivals tournament, and a bunch of fucking drama happened. And I've watched a bunch of videos about the fucking drama. Um, and ultimately, I think it's a good thing I'm not famous on Twitch the way those people are famous on Twitch, right? Like if I gotta be a small streamer and, stay with my, 50 something views or whatever the fuck, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because being that type of famous is like the worst type of, you feel what I'm saying? Like now to anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, there was a $40,000 Marvel Rivals tournament, and basically like one of the people in that tournament legitimately needed the money because he's like starving college student basically, and he's the dude Kingsman is trying to lock in. And even in in I guess the way people typically tell a story is they tell a shit backwards and start revealing shit later down the line. But before the tournament even kicked off, they looked at whatever his little comment, like in the notes section, like something he said about himself personally. Like he specifically said, I am going to try to in-game lead and focus on getting our team composition right. And what did he do? He tried to in-game lead and focus on getting the team composition right. And the entire time he was trying to, communicate to the team captain and to one of the players on the team that, the team composition wasn't really safe. right? Like the team comp wasn't what it needed to be to get to a point where, you know, they could expect, positive results from, you know, pushing against the team and, doing whatever they were doing. Like any game that you play that's like a first person shooter, that has like, multiple members of a team, especially if it's like a multiplayer first person shooter, right? Um, even if you're playing Call of Duty with bots, if the bots you are playing against, right, like the CPUs, whatever, if the bots you are playing against in your lobby are set at a very high skill, like if you're one of those people that mod games and you figured out how to, make the bots just as hard as you know, like some of the top 20% of players or some shit, or the top 10% of players or some shit. And you're playing a specific role. Like if you have a sniper, for example, you need to play a certain way in order to get positive results because that particular loadout comes with a certain type of damage output. They can take a certain level of damage before, they basically get their cheeks clapped. You have different heavy, what is it? The primary, secondary weapons, all of your little backup shit. Like if you have a stun grenade or you use an actual frag grenade or some shit, like whatever your loadout is, it has to work for whatever team composition you have. Because if you have a bunch of people that's running shotguns, then essentially the enemy team can just switch to a bunch of long range weapons and your entire team gets bodied before they even get close enough to use their shotgun in the first place, especially if the map is set up in a way to, you know, assist in long range combat. And it's like I don't feel like that needs to be explained because there's a lot of shit I understand like about games just by playing. But ultimately what I've noticed is just in various game lobbies in general, you will come across a lot of people that try to bring casual gaming to games that are designed to be competitive, right? Where people bring this whole like, oh, you feel what I'm saying? It's not that serious. It's just a game, bro. And it's like, I understand that some people can be a bit too competitive, and ultimately it leads to them saying and doing toxic shit. However, there is a certain there's a certain pattern of behavior that's expected within the parameters of competitive gaming. So if you're playing a competitive game, like Marvel Rivals or Call of Duty or Modern, like any of the iterations of Call of Duty, any iteration of any of the other first person shooters, because COD is the main shit that I know of. Um, yeah, even Valorant. um, yeah, if you're playing any of these games, you have to pay close attention to what your team composition is and what the enemy team composition is, depending on the type of game that you're playing, right? Because if you notice, you're getting picked off by a bunch of snipers before you can get close, then your best bet is probably to switch off of the mid-range loadout you have and try to anti the snipers, like whatever you can do to counterplay that extremely, long range washout. Like it feels awkward explaining it because I mean this is the first time I've really had to explain this because most of the people I play with they're very competent when it comes to competitive gaming. Like the first time I played Overwatch, because of the people I was playing with, I got gold pretty much the same day. And like it wasn't that hard to pick up the support characters, right? So I got gold in support and I was getting kills. So just imagine that was my first time playing Overwatch. I picked up Moira, immediately went gold. and then started playing competitive matches the same day I picked it up, just because of the people I was playing with. And then by coincidence, when I started playing ranked matches with randoms, because I had at least two other people with me who were mic'd up, when we started communicating with each other, other people, instead of other people just sort of like clashing, because we already had something going, they just started feeding off of our communication and they started mimicking our callouts. So sometimes if you just set a positive example, you don't really have to say anything to people directly unless they're just, you feel me, one of those people who they don't really pay too much attention to call outs, right? Because some people just turn their voice chat all the way down. So I can understand like, being one of those people who you don't really do the team comp thing. You just play and kind of go on autopilot when it comes to Overwatch, when it comes to Marvel Rivals, when it comes to Call of Duty, whatever, right? Like you're not doing math in your head to try to figure out what your damage output is, right? You're not one of those type of competitive players. I'm not one of those type of competitive players. But because I play with those type of people fairly consistently, a lot of that shit rubs off on me and I understand the importance of it, even if I don't care enough to do it myself. So when people who are doing the math in their head tell me, hey, we need to do, we need to switch the composition. Can you switch to, Ana, for example, right? Like this particular team is giving us trouble with these supports. So switch to Ana, splash the whole team at once. You have multiple people who are buffed, and that works better than, trying to buff a single person with damage as Mercy or some shit. So when those top ranked players get to telling me shit, I get to listening because I know I don't care enough to do the research myself. So watching the whole Kingsman situation, it was a very eye-opening experience as to the privilege I have when it comes to having friends who know how to play at that level and me having the sense to listen to them when they speak about that type of stuff instead of disregarding it and letting my ego get in the way. Because ultimately, like watching the Kingsman situation as a person who really doesn't interact with Twitch that often, right? Like I do not have a large Twitch fan base. I'm not famous. I make music and shit. You feel me? Like in little videos on the internet that go viral sometimes, right? So seeing that situation from the outside looking in, it it really made me grateful for not getting my money that way or being trapped in that loop where I genuinely have to keep up the schedule or I have to make content even when I feel like trash. Like I have to take me feeling like trash and turn it into content because my content is my lifeline, right? That shit is a blessing and a curse at the same time. Because for people like Kingsman, for people like even like people like CC Zaza, all of the people who were involved in that situation, if they completely lose all of their fans and all of their sponsorships, right? They are going to feel that shit. They're going to feel it at different levels, but the bottom line is to a certain capacity, that is their life now. You like different people who are involved in that situation might have the ability to, what's the word I'm looking for? To adapt, right? Some people have the ability to adapt at different levels. Some people might bounce back from that shit instantaneously. Some people might come back a year or two later, like, hey, I'm finally back. I'm looking back on this situation, feeling, very foolish, whatever, whatever, you know, but I'm ready to get back into it. Like, different strokes for different folks. Not everybody's going to be able to bounce back from that type of situation easily, whether you're looked upon favorably or not. Like even when you're looking at the Kingsman situation, even though he got a lot of money out of it, think about what his future would have looked like if instead the tournament went well and everybody, just everybody behaved, like they had some sense. He might have been more famous, right? He would have had an opportunity to show off his skills in a tournament against people, right? instead of being in a situation that was so dramatic, some people don't even want, like some people, and this is like a weird way of thinking about it, right? But this is how some content creators think. Some content creators are only going to want to attach themselves to the situation as like witnesses or journalists, or like, you feel what I'm saying, people who are just giving social commentary. They're not going to want to interact with him on a personal level, right? Because maybe they know they can be a little bit toxic. So to all of the people who know they can be a little bit toxic, to all of the content creators who know, let me go over here real quick. To all the content creators who know they can be a bit toxic, to all the content creators who know they have a habit of, maybe taking certain things too far, right? These people are not gonna want to interact with them, because if if they end up in a document, it's all over. You feel me? They don't want to end up in a Google Doc. Nobody wants to end up in a Google Doc. Then you have some people who they just don't like drama. And because they genuinely don't like drama, they're going to end up avoiding people who have been in situations, regardless of who was looked upon favorably. Specifically because they don't have the critical thinking skills or the social awareness to know for sure who is safe or unsafe. So they just stay to themselves. So ultimately, like, yeah, like either way, being a part of different types of dramas, it's a like, even when you're looked upon favorably, being in YouTube drama, Twitch drama, or any of that, it is a blessing and a curse at the same time, even when you're looked upon favorably. Because once you start pulling in them type of views and you quit your job, that becomes your source of income, to where you have to make everything content. Like I said, like even when you're in pain or you're having the worst day of your life, somewhere in your head, you probably have to turn some of the worst moments in your life that are either happening now or things that are happening in the future, right? Like when you think ahead, like, damn, if somebody in my family passes away, if, I get into a car accident and I end up in a hospital, I have to make that shit, I have to turn it into content just to like feed myself, because I know that that's the type of stuff that, really pulls in the most views. Like that's why when you go on YouTube, so many people talk about past events and they frame it as if it just happened, or like you see a bunch of clickbait, right? That's where the spirit of clickbait comes from. Recognizing that you have to turn everything into content in order to feed yourself, because pretty much the people who own these platforms, especially YouTube, right, with all of the AI changes, these people care about profit. They do not care about content, like creation and creativity itself. So when you look at all of the changes on YouTube that happen, where, the aesthetic changes, right? The way the shit looks is, oh, it looks so pretty, this, that, and the third. But like, if you're watching YouTube on a console, you get a billion and one ads back to back to back to back to back. Or just looking in general at how YouTube has slowly but surely pushed more and more ads, more AI bullshit, like, and it's gotten bad to a point where you have people who they got rich off this shit, right? People who are 100% famous because of their content on YouTube, right? If YouTube took down their channel, their entire source of income would just disappear, right? Like the YouTubers who don't have content. Like Markiplier is a person who could pop up on another platform and everybody would have his back. But you take other content creators who they don't really make merch and they don't make movies or they don't do things in other areas. They just have their YouTube channel and maybe their Twitch. If their YouTube channel gets taken away, that's it. And you have people who are reliant on YouTube using their YouTube to complain about YouTube. Like, and that's been happening for a minute, but like, think about how crazy it is that people's channels are being taken down left and right just because people are abusing the copyright system, basically putting people through hell. And yet people are willing to risk their entire livelihoods just to talk about how garbage YouTube is when it comes to, the changes to the algorithm, how the algorithm functions, all this AI, implementation is bad. Then you got to think about all of the Epstein file stuff. Like the way that shit is dropping back to back to back. Like you got content creators who don't talk about none of that shit, right? Like I'm big into what is it? I'm big into, staying up on current events, education in general. So I feel like I'm personally responsible for whatever my perspective is on the world, right? Period, point blank. You got to hold yourself accountable for the way you view the world and the shit you are likely to teach your own children or the people around you in general, right? You're responsible for that. So even if I quote unquote don't want to be political, I have to recognize what I look like to other people who are, maybe heavily into politics, right? It just makes sense to be self-aware, to have critical thinking skills, emotional intelligence, empathy, kindness, to practice these things, to practice these virtues, to practice these skills, and to be knowledgeable, right? I think that's important. So making sure I present that to people consistently in my content, right? That's different than the way a lot of other content creators behave, right? Like a lot of people have just suddenly made videos going, you know, I didn't want to make this video, guys. I try not to be political, this, that, and the third, but I really have to talk about this. And it's like that's how you know it's bad. Everybody like left and right is risking their livelihoods to talk about the Epstein files. To you feel what I'm saying? Like even if it's not on their main platform, when you go to some of their Instagram pages and shit or their Twitter pages, you will see people flooding their comments asking them to talk about the Epstein files or to talk about the Zaza CC Lucy Kingsman situation, right? And you realize even though you try to be wholesome, even though you try to have like an educated approach, like a very realistic approach, most people are only in it for entertainment because that's how things have been controlled by the media, right? That's on purpose. And you see it in some of the conversations surrounding the Epstein files and shit, where like different content creators are flat out pointing to specific parts of the files where they was like, oh, this was on purpose. Like this rhetoric being pushed online, that was something that was done on purpose to confuse people or distract people, whatever, whatever. So when you think about how people specifically latch on to things that are entertaining and they no longer care about the people they're supporting, right? It's not about supporting good people, it's about being entertained. So even if you know a specific content creator is making money off of your attention, you will still give them your attention specifically because it's entertaining you. And being able to like leverage that against people instead of people caring about like what actually makes sense and doing that at a massive scale, right? To where it's hundreds of millions of people, it makes perfect sense, right? Why uh why people will still flock to certain content creators or certain celebrities, like whether you make music or you make movies or whatever, people will be like, oh, we hate so and so, but this movie was great. Oh, let's separate the art from the artist. Right? Like that's ultimately the culture or like the pattern of behavior, the pattern of thinking that leads to people like Cece, Zaza, and Lucy being who they are. It leads to people looking the other way when politicians and celebrities, get together and, it's suspicious and clearly something ain't right, but ain't nobody saying nothing. It all leads back to the same thing. Like all of that shit is connected. Basically getting people to, like I said, not care about people anymore and to only care about to only care about the impact of the entertainment factor. Like, oh, this is entertaining. That's where I think society is at. And if you look at the statistical data surrounding the education of like specifically the reading and comprehension of adults in America, It lines up perfectly. Because think about it. If around 50, wait, what is it? Approximately 54% of the adult population in the United States has sixth grade reading and comprehension or below. And then about 45% of the adult population in the United States has eighth grade reading and comprehension or below. That's pretty much everybody. But of course, there are margins of error that have to be taken into consideration. But even when you take those margins of error into consideration and you take into account like different people who have jobs that require them to consistently have a high level of, reading comprehension skill, like uh what at or above college grade level, it's like an approximate maximum of around 12 point, no, 2.5%. Back in 2019, it was around 12.9%. So like when you think about how many kids have been born, when you think about, you feel what I'm saying, like the housing crisis, how like that's been consistently getting worse and worse over the years. When you think about all of that shit, it makes perfect sense, right? It's a lot of people being born. It's a lot of people, you feel what I'm saying, aging up into adulthood, but we pretty much all have the same financial issues we had 5 years ago. They just kind of change shape a little bit to where maybe you get a car, but now now instead of worrying about just paying your rent, now you got to worry about your rent and your car payments. Even if all you got to worry about is insurance, everything is an expense. And then this is another thing I actually said in a song that I'm writing, right? And I thought it was pretty profound. It's not just about like, you feel what I'm saying, sounding cool, but I thought it was genuinely profound. I said, everything's a handout, and everyone who fed you that lie, they got the bandstand. Essentially saying like the people who have the money are the same people who go out of their way to convince you you're weak for asking for help. And that, you feel me, you should just get it by yourself, right? Like the concept of independence is genuinely a narcissistic delusion in my opinion. Because if you think about it, you can't get shit by yourself. Like there's no such thing as, oh, I just got a job. No, someone hired you. Someone who had the power to choose if you got the job or not decided, you know what, I'm gonna hire this person. And like because of the concept of independence, most of the time we overestimate how much our own efforts actually meant to the person who was doing the hiring. Like you thinking, oh, I got this cover letter, I got this, that, and the third. You feel me? I came to the interview dressed to the nine. I'm really one of them. Whole time they just looked at you and was like, oh yeah, you gonna be the person I can say whatever to. Like you the person I could work to death, right? Like that's really, and when you think about it, that's how a lot of us started our job experience, right? Our work experience. We was teenagers coming home telling our parents, oh, we got the job. Because a lot of people had to work even when they was young, right? Like a lot of people had to get summer jobs. But still, like I'm thinking about it, like with that many people having to get jobs and shit as teenagers, a lot of us really started our first job thinking, oh yeah, I got the job. I'm finna go tell him, yeah, you feel me? I telling my mother or telling my father, my granny, or whoever you was living with, whatever adult, you wanted approval from as a kid, right? You go tell them that you got the job, your first job. Everybody, pretty much everybody started out thinking, oh yeah, I got the job, you feel me? They really wanted me for real because I was the best candidate. Whole time, when you think about it now as an adult, you was probably just the easiest target. Like they was like, oh, I can have this person do all of the work. They really think they earning a little chunk of change when really they ain't making shit. So when you think about minimum wage, when you think about how much people get paid for the amount of work y'all be actually doing, right? N- Niggas been getting played for forever. Like everybody been getting paid played for forever. And it's even worse when you look at people who believe in the concept of like, oh, hard work immediately leads to, results, this, that, and the third. Like, it'd be so fucked up and sad when you come across people who genuinely believe in that, like all the way through and through, because they have so little empathy and so little, like, they have so little, what's the word I'm looking for? They have such a small capacity. There we go. They have so little empathy, and they have a very small, if not a non-existent capacity for understanding the struggles that other people go through when they work as hard as they possibly can until it basically kills them. And it'll be and it'll be so fucking bad, right? You'll be dealing with people who believe in the concept of hard work, and when that hard work kills their family members, they'll be sad that person is gone, but they'll constantly praise how that person's work ethic kept their family afloat, right? Like when you talk about the whole provider, the expectations of being a provider, right? Like there's nothing wrong with being a provider if that's just what you choose to be, right? But the idea itself, right? Even though there's nothing wrong with the idea, I've noticed a lot of narcissistic people, like regardless of their ethnicity, regardless of their gender, right? Like we're not about to get into the men versus women thing. We don't do that here. Regardless, a lot of narcissistic people take the concept of being a provider and they make it a standard based off of their own personal experiences or their personal likes and dislikes. And then they try to apply their personal likes and dislikes to everybody. So when people die from being overworked, they basically just go, oh, yeah, that's just expected, right? Like people will praise how hard that person worked without ever acknowledging the fact that, or really the likelihood of that person's work ethic being why they died in the first place. Like it's crazy how many different like men and women will talk about how hardworking their fathers or their mothers were. And they just they just never acknowledge the fact that that person being as hardworking as they are put like may potentially be exactly what led to them dying so early. Ugh. Like motherfuckers be like, oh my granny or my grandfather was still 70 something years old, you know, making all the Thanksgiving dinner by themselves. And it's like you never thought to, offer them some assistance. Like that's crazy work. You just let them do all of that work by themselves. And then you got the demographic of people like me where it's like sometimes no matter how much help you offer, they will turn you down at every conceivable opportunity. And they will get increasingly upset if you do not stop asking them, hey, do you want me to help you? So it's like it's not just a one size fits all. It's not a monolith. Some people don't offer their parents or their family members help simply because those people will always turn them down. And no matter how you try to convince your family, oh, mom or dad, or grandma, grandpa, like or aunt so and so or uncle so and so, just you feel me, just let me help. They just keep turning you down and get irritated. But a lot of people will literally praise their family's work ethic, like their parents or their grandparents' work ethic, without really acknowledging the fact that the person being overworked or that person's quote unquote work ethic is why they died in the first place. And that's just one of the many things I see going on in the world, right? Where you have different people trying to capitalize off of the Epstein thing. Everybody wants to be a journalist now, right? Without taking into consideration what it really takes to, you know, to be to be consistent, right? That's one of the main reasons I'm trying to get into journalism, and I'm just taking the long way around instead of trying to, you feel me, capitalize on shit that's happening on social media. I'm really, really trying to focus on absorbing as much information as I can in passing. Like while I'm just scrolling, repeatedly, I guess, reposting stuff and trying to get to a point where I can memorize shit very easily. And it's difficult because I'm doing a lot of shit at once. Like I'm also living my life. Um, but yeah, that too. It's dangerous, especially right now. That's the other thing that I wanted to say, right? Like getting into journalism, it's like it can put the people you care about in danger. And I'm fully cognizant of the fact that like a lot of people, especially people on social media, heads 1 of 5. I'm gonna go get my crackers. Perfect timing, actually. I had to run downstairs. I needed sustenance. The ad's over. Are we safe? Are we free? Lovely. I ran downstairs to get it. Brain, cooperate with me. Cooperate with me. Okay. I ran downstairs to get some curry chicken and some crackers. I've been really craving peanut butter lately. Every now and again, the craving will strike me. I will always succumb to the urge. Peanut butter is delicious. Mm, mm, hmm hmm Very happy. Mm. Time to attend potions.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure
He's
to meet
lying.
you.
He's
Wait,
not a prodigy at
are
all.
you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Trying to get me in trouble. Also,
A well-prepared witch or wizard
let me
always
see. You played Marvel Rivals before. Do you like it? Yes. It reminds me of Overwatch. Yeah, it basically reminds me of Overwatch, but with superheroes.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Let me make it. I don't need Flux Sweet Stem.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh! Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Professor
I
Sharp.
brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Hmm.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
How nice to see you too.
A dash of powdered bat spleen, I think.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Teleport me all the way around. What's that?
Revelio.
Mm-hmm. Thought I didn't see you. I see that. Hmm. Hmm. All right, how do I get there? All right, Hufflepuff common room, and then we finna slip and slide on by. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What to do, my boy?
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know if the I don't know if the shop is open yet, but we finna see. Cause I want a broom. I want to fly.
I question any.
Wait, which way is the no, it's this one right here. Fuck, it's still closed. This is bullshit. Bullshit. I want my broom, damn it.
Ah, the secret is do the hard work first and let the easy bits take care of themselves.
Chips in the house, if you please.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I am indeed Herskala Bursker.
I could use some more.
Also, I saw something over here. Hmm? You think I can't get over here? Mhm. Are you forgetting who I am? Sorry. Mhm. Can't hide from me. I am she. Now I'm carrying a book under my arm. Victor Rookwood. Victor Bitchwood. I can see a little hole sign. Ooh, I do like Miriam's wand. Nah, we finna keep you with this mask. There you are. Gotcha, bitch. Those lacewing flies? They are. Gimme. Those bad guys? Those look like bad guys. If those are bad
The
guys,
castle
I gotta put a
must have
smack
been
down on
quite
them.
stately in its time.
If it isn't Laura Treadwell's guardian angel,
Potato.
you'll have to fight eventually.
That was weird. It wouldn't target the other dude for shit. And then suddenly it was targeting him and not the dude behind. That was crazy. All right. Don't think I forgot about y'all up here. I saw more poachers. This I cannot allow. Do you know who I
Let's
am?
see what's up your
So better not be it. How unfortunate for you.
You missed. Which one of y'all wants to go next?
Avoiding us.
Where you going? Stay your dumb ass there.
You dare slay one of them?
Stupid. Incendio. Levioso.
Because do you know? I don't think you do. Oh, all right. I mean, you're hostile wildlife, but you're still wildlife. And if I run up on you, I would just be running up on nature, you know? I'm not trying to run up on nature.
Incendio.
Do I burn the rocks?
Levioso. Accio.
Huh. I don't get it. No? Hmm. Nothing's. All right, well, let me go back. And that's how you avoid fall damage. Just apparate to the ground. Helen Thistlewood. There's a chest over there.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
A Doug bug. There's treasure in here. I don't know whose house this is, but I'm in here now. Excuse me. Honking daffodils?
A sickle, a galleon?
You're very welcome, my good man.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
Claire Beaumont, you have a point. It is indeed not right.
Here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Well, I will gladly clear out the goblin encampments. Say
Seems as though
less.
things are getting worse.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now.
Do you know who I am? I am Herskala being played by Himskala. I have infinite stamina and mana. I can run indefinitely.
Someone there.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Wizards are running scared.
Stupid!
Won't get away with that. Tired.
I thought I was gonna get that spell off first.
Stop it!
Incendio!
Showing off, are we?
Incendio!
Do you find it?
See, the problem is Incendio was on triangle.
One less human. One less human. Child. Well played. Farewell forever, human.
Ugh. So every time I go to sometimes when I go to parry, I'll also be in the middle of trying to use Incendio. And the timing is just weird. So when I go to try to use Incendio, I'll try to
One of
let
Ranrock's
go of the
camps.
trigger and it
Exactly as
doesn't
Madame
work soon
Beaumont
enough.
described.
You will regret coming here. Who do you think you are? How nice of you. Someone's been taken out. Not quiet enough. Fight about one of the party. You're no match for me.
Boosh.
Incendio!
Why can't I hit you? Stop it!
Levioso! Incendio!
I won't rest. This is impossible!
Levioso!
I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Incendio!
Dude,
Ah! What is this
shitting me? I don't know who I'm dealing with. Mink, do you know who you dealing with?
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. One camp down, one more to go.
I don't think I was supposed to be able to beat all of them like that, but you know, I don't really care about the rules or leveling systems. Alrighty then. On to the next camp. Infinite stamina.
Enjoy suffering, do you? Such arrogance.
Hello.
Get accustomed to showing off. You'll pay for that. Not very good at this, are you?
Mink, too bad. Too bad. Lovely. Both camps down. Y'all got any treasure? Hmm? Any goodies? Oh, that was nice.
This place has seen better days.
What is this? Can't get up there. You can't climb up there? I was about to say, what's going on? Neat.
Incendio.
Hey, let me up in here. Let me explore. Let me partake in the possibilities. But oh, there's another one up there. Shit. Oh. Thought I was gonna have to
That
apparate
wasn't
up
too
there.
hard.
Alrighty. Return to clear. Okay. Let me answer that text message real quick. Okay. Yeah, no, that shit is pretty crazy, yo. The shit I was talking about earlier with the whole having to turn everything into content thing. That's what I've been trying to stay away from. Like when when me and the homies went on vacation, I did not go live and film that whole interaction. Because I was thinking like if you're always interacting with the stream, it doesn't always, but it can oftentimes take away from the experience itself. Because you're so busy using up mental energy or like really focused, pretty much the same thing. But you're so busy using up focus on
I
trying
do
to
miss the bustle of business.
what is it?
Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
You're so busy trying to focus on how everyone's reacting that maybe you can't focus as heavily on actually engaging with the people you're around.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
Yeah, what type of goodies you got?
Thank you. Sincerely. Oh, you like that? A fine choice.
Alright, I'm gonna get one of each. Or actually, I might as well just buy everything that she has. And then sell the shit I don't need.
Marvelous. I could always use more of these.
Really? You could always use more? Alright, these other things are things I could actually wear. So,
Thank you for passing through.
Instruments are expensive, you know.
oh, I can't,
Spare a nut, a sickle, a galleon.
I can't donate again.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rook was in his disappearance.
Yeah, I'm walking up in your crib.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldritch believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. Well, if you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
There we go.
Expecto Patronum!
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. The Dementors won't harm us now. Still, be careful.
Oh, I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know of.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Has someone come to feed me? Is someone there?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Damn.
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. Shame, really. With Ranrock's camps cleared out, I have a feeling he'd have given up on dark magic altogether.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio. Incendio.
Anything to get to the goods. Blowing shit up.
Revelio. I should investigate.
Give me your skull. I gotta clap somebody with the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Thinking what was that?
Dolly weed. I'll make good. I want to face the little. I'll put you in a stew. You'll be. I never. What? Who taught you?
That actually. Oh, okay. So I can't use it to.
Incendio.
Too bad.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a nogtail.
Yo, what?
Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination, in my opinion. Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders. Not worth it. Want it, Bennett? You can feed a beast. I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
I hope that was
Incendio.
Marvelous strike! I want
Oh, I gotta get off this hill.
nothing.
Okay, so this incline is just terrible.
I don't like this.
Neat.
I heard something.
As I overestimated you.
No, you gotta mash. Come here.
I never... You made one. Don't forget.
That was so dumb. I like the aura dodge, but you get stuck in some pretty funny situations trying to dodge off
I
of
find the rarest beast in
items
the
and shit.
forest.
You better not be a trick.
Incendio. Tego. Stupefy.
No.
How do you hit me with
Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio.
You're burning my favorite song!
Levioso. Tego.
You'll regret this for the rest of your short life.
My bite is worse than my coffee.
You come to the wrong place, child.
Time to teach.
Oh yeah, I was wondering why they was doing so much damage. I forget they level 20s. All right, so let me actually hold on because I'm kind of.
Let's play, shall we? Get my claws out.
You'll regret crossing my path.
Stupid guy. Stupid guy.
All right, what was I thinking about?
Stop right there! Potato! You're not going to like this.
You're like me. If a beast can't outsmart me.
Incendio! Fringo! Stupefy!
Ha! Stupendous.
Stay in school next time.
No. Trying to do this, trying to use some of these dodge moves, especially the aura dodge, where you fucking turn into the white ball of
I think
magic
I
and
might rather enjoy this.
So, the hunt begins.
You get me! Get me down from here!
oh, sorry about that.
You'll feel that tomorrow. If you last that long. Careful not to get
Let's see you survive that heat. Stand still.
Okay, I see. Might have to switch my spells up a little bit because I mean these are good
This
for
should be
combos,
fun.
but they're not good for like they're not good for shits.
Velio.
That's too bad.
Let's play Pray, shall we?
That was a walkie
Oh, see. Oh, use Protego successfully. Okay. See, I was doing better that time because I had the curse thing and I can give myself extra time. But I think what I'm about to do is focused on the one that's a wolf the most.
You come to the wrong place, child. Look what you've done! You paid for it! That'll double you up! Confringo! My young friend. Confringo! Confringo! Confringo!
All right, so that was just the that wasn't even the main battle. That was the fight before the fight. What's this over here? More enemies?
What was that?
Incendio!
I never...
Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
I'll steady enough.
Stupefy! Levioso! Accio! Stupefy! Incendio!
Hello.
You'll have to fight him.
Tego! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Okay.
This looks intriguing.
Incendio! Accio! Incendio!
Is that Inferius wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardos.
Tego! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Tego! Stupefy! Incendio!
Hey, what?
Incendio! Accio! Levioso!
Bardos woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Bowman would want anything to happen to him.
Accio!
I'd be freaked out too if somebody just materialized out of thin shits. Wait, why are you telling me to go all the way around if I can go this way? You foolish fool who is truly foolish. Do you know who I am? Yeah. She who refuses to take the long way around.
Over here!
Insta-kill.
Revelio.
You've made up. I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Badolf? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be. Oh.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph. Dear
It makes me quite upset, but you know what? She deserved to know the truth. Maud is okay, but I want to see what my actual looks like. Oh, this was the original shits without the shits. All right, take off the Bone Whisperer wand because we do not need that. Dark magic. Big stretch. Shade of betrayal. Let me see something real quick. Oh, do I have to switch it to this? I think I have to switch it to this one. Hold on. Okay, and I think that's how I get it off. Because I have to switch, I'm assuming I have to switch back to one that's not a part of that mod at all to like reset it, go back into the shit. And wait, do I just, oh, okay, I just hit start.
New instruments are expensive, you know.
Okay. And that's how I edit the shit without issue. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. So if I use that little menu, it'll reset the whole shit and it'll allow me to do things differently. I ain't gonna lie, I really like that. I really like that. The dirt. I mean, that would make it easier for me to combo. Oh yeah, Wiggenweld potency is also important.
going missing.
Can I make potions on this? Because I could have sworn I had. Or maybe I just get them automatically when I collect the ingredients for them. I can't remember. But you know what? It probably doesn't matter. All right, let's see if this mission is all it's cracked up to be.
Hello, nice to meet you. What is it?
It's an old spell book I found in the restricted section. Just look at these scribblings in the margins. Carefree, exhilarated, excited, all scratched out and rewritten. I think it's about how to focus on the strongest positive emotion you can muster. What would you say is your strongest feeling when you're feeling positive?
Hopeful, you know?
Absolutely. For me, I'd say inspired. Some of my happiest memories are times I felt inspired to try something new. I tried to work out this incantation, but half the instructions are missing. Who would tear pages from a spellbook? It's rather fortunate, though, that there's a drawing of where the missing pages might be found, and I believe I recognize the location, the Forbidden Forest.
Brilliant!
I'm gonna see if I can find the other half of the spell. If you're interested, meet me in the forest and we can look together.
The cutscenes are a little derpy, but it's cute.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
I'm glad you made it out without Professor Weasley noticing.
We made it.
She threatened me with detention for a month if she caught me sneaking into the forest again. There's just so much to explore that it's hard to stay on the grounds. This drawing looks like it might be a glen I've seen just to the north. Let's check there. Of course, poachers ahead. Come on, let's clear them out.
What was that? You dare slay one of my own!
The last of poachers. That's the last of them.
I've been
Let's look
fighting level
around what we
20s. You are nothings.
Revelio.
It's not here. The drawing does look a little rocky. Maybe it's in one of the caves I've explored before. There it is, the cave.
Accio. Incendio.
Is it Bombarda? Oh, I think it's the Bombarda spell. Hmm. Hmm.
What was that? You'll regret this for the rest of your short life! Heart won't go down if you bring that camera! Reduction! Confringo! No one takes one of my Confringo! Confringo!
It's the student who released Treadwell.
Who what?
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
I don't have all day. Incendio! No! Incendio! I will not be cast upon...
Jess, that's the last of them. Let's look around while we can. There it is, the cave.
They're glitched, so even when you put them in the air, they still attack you. That's funny.
Incendio!
That's the last of them. Let's look around while we can. There it is, the cave.
Hello? Found me a rat.
Reducto! Potato! Confringo! Reducto! Pathetic! I won't go down as easy. You always this awful. Reducto! Bad
That's the last of them.
Your ass out of here.
Brilliant! Okay, let's take a look around.
Potato! Incendio!
There we go.
Revelio!
Empty here too, but those are definitely rocks in the drawing. Oh wait, I know! This looks just like those rocky areas near the edge of the mysterious clearing. Come on, let's get out and go look for it.
Venture back the way you came to find the mysterious clearing. Okay, should be this way. What's going on? I think they want me to go a specific way, but I am unwilling to travel that path.
The mysterious clearing, I think it's right up that hill. Let's keep going.
Revelio!
I think that did something. Here, take the spell book. Wow, can't believe it.
Brilliant!
Did you see that? It said positive force, let the emotions fill you up. This is the Patronus charm. Professor Ronan mentioned it in class. It's incredibly advanced, but if cast correctly, it'll take the shape of an animal and defend you from dark creatures. Wait, does it suddenly feel cold to you? Something's wrong. Dementors! Expecto Patronum. Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. It's coming! Watch out! Leviosa! Expecto Patronum. That was incredible! Keep focusing the positive energy. You're pushing it back. Here. Stupefy! 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 It's coming!
This is so funny.
Expecto Patronum. Watch out! Watch out! It's coming!
I'm gonna kill myself. Try to. There we go. Because I don't think this shit's gonna act right. So I'm gonna try to reshits the whole shits.
Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. It's coming! Watch out!
Oh, I received no heads up display for that one. He just did it.
Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. Expecto Patronum. That was incredible! Keep focusing on the energy and pushing it back. It's coming after us! Watch out!
What the fuck?
Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. Expecto Patronum! That was incredible! Keep focusing on positive energy. You're pushing it back. Watch out!
This is a
Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's
custom map, by the way. So I don't
still
think it's
one left.
gonna.
Whatever you did, do it again.
I don't think it's ever
Expecto
gonna act
Patronum.
right.
That was incredible. Keep focusing on positive energy. You're pushing it back. It's coming! Watch out!
What is this?
Brilliant! You drove them
I think I'm gonna do this.
away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it
Revelio.
again. Expecto Patronum! That was incredible. Keep focusing on positive energy. You're pushing it back. Watch out!
What the fuck? There's no heads up shits. And it's way too many of them to dodge.
Brilliant! You drove them away.
Well, I need that to do the shits, and I need this.
But there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. Expecto Patronum. That was incredible. Keep focusing on positive energy. You're pushing it back. Stupefy. It's coming after us. Watch out. Stupefy. Expecto Patronum.
Patronus drove it back. Keep thinking positive thoughts.
And then he immediately starts hitting me with the other shits immediately after. Immediately.
Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. Expecto Patronum. That was incredible. Keep focusing the positive energy. You're pushing it back. It's coming.
Potato.
Watch out. Expecto Patronum. Yes! Your Patronus drove it back. Keep thinking positive. It's coming after us. Watch out!
Stupefy. Stupefy.
Expecto Patronum! That was incredible. Keep focusing on pushing it back. It's coming after us. Watch out! Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's still one left.
Oh, well, actually, now that I think about it, this one is basically useless for the time being. So is that one.
Whatever you did, do it again. It's coming! Expecto Patronum. That was incredible. Keep focusing. Watch out! Pushing it back. Brilliant! You drove them away.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll work. Actually, if I'm gonna survive, I think I need to do this. Go here.
Hey, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. Expecto Patronum. That was incredible. Keep focusing the positive energy. You're pushing it back. It's coming.
Potato.
Watch out.
What the fuck? very glitchy,
Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's still
a very
one left.
glitchy mission.
Whatever you...
I wonder if I can use the whatchamacallit button even when I'm not actually blocking.
did. Do it
Or
again.
like even when I'm not actually countering.
Expecto Patronum. That was incredible. Keep focusing. It's coming after us. Pushing it back. Watch out.
Okay, yeah, so I can.
Expecto Patronum. Yes, the Patronus has rolled it back. What's it? Potato. Stupid. Watch out.
No! Maybe I just got a spam triangle because I've been trying
Brilliant. You
to
drove them away, but there's still one left.
I've been trying
Whatever
to
you did,
parry
do it
his
again.
big ass foot. All right, so really only those three work.
Super Bug, it's coming after us. Expecto Patronum. That was incredible. Keep focusing. Watch out.
And then it stops parry. It stops blocking and parrying.
Brilliant. You drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. Expecto Patronum. That was incredible. Keep focusing the stupid guy. It's coming. Watch out.
I knew it was gonna be the last one, and I was holding the shit, but it didn't register. Okay. With the proper timing and everything.
Brilliant. You drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. Expecto Patronum. That was incredible. Keep focusing this positive energy. You're pushing it back. Watch out. Brilliant! And you drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again.
Expecto Patronum!
The hat is incredible. Focus on that stupid flash. It's coming on at us. Watch out! Brilliant! You drove them away, but there's still one left. Whatever you did, do it again. Expecto Patronum! Expecto Patronum! That was incredible! Keep focusing on the yes! Your Patronum drove it back. Keep thinking positive. Thoughts.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Lumos. Accio.
Saying you have to be boring, but surely people admire someone who's kind, loyal.
I admire someone who's charisma.
Well, we all know who you admire. I'm sure Everett Clopton's ears are burning.
Oh, shut up. Honestly.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Defense against the dirt earth.
To be.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe that's the issue.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Yeah, yeah, I finally got Expelliarmus. All right, so I got three shits, and then I think this is like my basic cast for now.
Accio! You seem to have the right skill, but keep practicing.
Levioso.
Expelliarmus may save your life someday.
Accio.
I don't need no neckwear because nothing is as cold as me, but it's spit on. Right. You know, if I had a large audience, that joke would, you feel what I'm saying? That joke would have landed. Okay, I'm just, if I had the viral shits already, you know, I could just sit and tell corny jokes all day. Oh, that's what I forgot. My fucking quest. All right, I guess I gotta go to the map. Hogsmeade map. Wait, where are you in Hogsmeade? Are you towards the shits? Oh, I already have a thing. Yeah, stupid.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages.
And yet I see treasure.
Incendio! Accio! Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
How did you do this, Jackdaw? It's no wonder Anne never found that clue.
Revelio. Accio.
You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw.
Revelio. Accio.
You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Is there a best here, or is it just above me? Yeah, I think it's just above me in the Forbidden Forest somewhere.
Incendio.
Ring of Fire, exploding shits. Where,
Could it
where?
be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best of her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Okay.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
All right, let's see. Wait, he said he would be there. Oh, do I have to wait for the shit to update over here? Okay.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Take fucking forever to update the question. I'm literally sitting here like, I hate you. Oh my god. Then it's all the way the fuck over here. Why do you wanna do all of that? They actually want me to walk all the way from shits to shit? Hmm. Hmm. It's like what made you think I was gonna want to do that with this many fast travel points all the way around here? Nah, I'm gonna fast travel. Then we can go for a leisurely stroll. It was funny, I can apparate. Okay, it's just nature. I was like, who was perceiving me? Hmm? Who want the smoke? This is a bandit camp, right? Or a poacher? Huh.
I find the rarest fish.
Too bad.
Leviosa.
Can I have so much of a scratch on
Incendio. Leviosa.
You're not going to hurt me.
You did all of that just to get hit in your shit.
Incendio.
Protego!
That's all you got? Oh, I thought that was crystals. It's not. Torque lump juice. Give me that torque lump.
Incendio.
I like that. I'm the Flash. I'm the Flash. Bing ding 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 bing ding bing ding bing ding bing ding bing ding 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 ding. That video was funny as shit. You said I'm the flame. And just proceeded to ever so slightly. with the slightest amount of speed, the slightest. All right, Jackdaw, what you got for me?
Here I am, as good as my word.
I really like this spell. I just wish it worked better. You know, Ring of Fire. The Expelliarmus spell is cool. It just doesn't have it doesn't have the right voice line.
Incendio.
Incendio was fine. Oh yeah, and I had to have a target to cast Expecto Patronum. All right, Jackdaw, let's get her done.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
I see the spider sign.
You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Got your ass. Oh, right outside the range.
Nothing to do now but keep going. Incendio, Tego, Stupefy. Accio. Levio. Incendio.
The fuck was that? I can't even see what's attacking me. I think it's one of the baby spiders. I think that's what it is. Because the game gets kind of boring in terms of gameplay loops if all you're doing is looking at the little space above your character's head. Because you'll be able to see everything in your peripheral and you'll be able to like parry and shit more often, but it's boring because you can't like you're not really I'm gonna just let you die. Because I'm trying to explain it. It's like if I'm just looking at my character's head, kind of like in the Batman Arkham series games, like I'll always know when somebody's about to attack me, but I won't be able to enjoy any of the visuals of like watching enemies attack or seeing what the shit looks like when I'm like casting spells and seeing what it looks like when it actually like hits the enemy in question. So it's kind of like a gamble where I'm always trying to pay as much attention as I can to the actual game itself. There we go. um, it's like I'm trying to find a balance between uh watching the environment around me so I can actually enjoy the visuals versus staring at the back of my character's head so I can always see when uh that little attack icon pops up.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
All right.
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Yeah, they're level 20, so even the baby spiders are going to do a lot of damage. Also, one thing that I dislike is there isn't a, how do I put it? There isn't a, they don't tell you shit about parrying multiple attacks back to back to back. Like it looks really, this shit looks really ugly, but you can just hold triangle over and over and over again. And if you're surrounded by multiple enemies, then the combat loop just becomes pushing and holding triangle back to back while trying to, you feel what I'm saying, while trying to get attacks in between shits.
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Stupefy. Incendio. Levioso.
Yeah, now you're a regular spider. Who was that on the back? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that shit wasn't as hard as I was making it out to be. The main issue is just that occasionally I'll stop focusing on combat heavily to try to hyper focus on the timing of certain shit to help me understand it a little bit more. And trying to understand like the perfect timing for perfect parries back to back to back to back to back while trying to look at the visuals and shit. Cause I mean I do like the way this game looks, but I do wish their choice of particle effects was a little bit different.
Incendio.
Like stuff that wasn't just flashy for the sake of being flashy, but shit that actually made sense. Like this incendio spell, for example. There's a weird thing you can do with this combo where this spell at the bottom, right?
Avis.
This is just a custom made spell that ain't got shit to do with the regular game, right? This is a custom made spell. So I can actually do
Incendio.
and do two incendio bursts back to back I can also do this. Right? And just like with either the first spell or the second spell. Because when I do it the first time, it draws paper origami shits around me. And then this second one, yeah, you see, makes the origami shits fly towards the target or fly towards the enemy. But I can do and just, combo the shit. And that's cool, but like I wish there was more of that, right? In terms of particle effects, the shit is cool. It's just a little bit too much at times. Like I wish there was more. Basically, I wish there was more variation. There we go. Because it looks pretty much the exact same every single time. But if there's more variation to the way the flames look, then it's like, all right, each uh incendio spell is a little bit different. Adds a nice little chunk of variety. Even taking the same particle effects and changing the timing of those particle effects so that each flame shit looks a little bit different. Even that would have been, you feel what I'm saying, like a nice little something something. But because everything looks pretty much the same, uh, I find it difficult to pay attention in combat.
A
Like it feels
waterfall.
very much
For a
like
thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
it feels like a gameplay loop. It just feels like a regular gameplay loop that doesn't really pull me in too much. And because of that, I just end up staring at the enemies I'm fighting, kind of like watching their animations a little bit too closely. And then I end up getting tapped by shit I shouldn't be getting tapped by. Like losing my combos and shit because I'm actively trying to pay attention to the animations due to boredom. um, but I think that gameplay loop, that game fatigue is very common with newer games where they are so focused on um they're so focused on selling the game, they forget to keep people in the game, right? Like they forget to add things that keep people engaged throughout the
Something
gameplay
oddly
process.
solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Let me switch back to this.
There it is,
To be
just as
honest, that's
Jackdaw
the
described.
the custom spells. That's really the only thing that saved this game for me. Like them having a mod manager built into the actual game. Shit. That's what saved this game for me, bruh. I was so ready to just be like, I'm not feeling it, but they pulled up out of the nose dive with the custom spells and shit. Hmm. All right, so what do I do? Whisper the password?
Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Seems your heart isn't in this at all.
No risk
Will never
those
insult
loyalists
my
will report
delicate
back to Ranrock
sensibilities in
now.
such a manner.
Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
I was in the middle of something, I was monologuing about stuff.
Here.
I wonder how big this place is.
Hmm. Not a bad cave. What's over there? Dead spiders. That's crazy weird. Either they're dead or that's their what you call it? That's their fucking their husk. Their little fucking exoskeleton.
That
I
must be
forgot what
where
it's
this all
called. Molten.
ends.
Yeah. It's their molt.
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Incendio. Potato. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Oh, are you gonna actually make me go through this shit? Oh, I think so. I hate when this happens. That's the only drawback to using custom spells. Am I just falling for infinity? I thought y'all would have had hitboxes. You know what? I should just leave it on this screen. I mean, I was trying to see how long it was gonna last, but clearly, oh, and it doesn't it doesn't really let you interact with any of the menus while you're doing this either. You know, might as well. I got time. Hmm. Maintaining consistent pressure. Hmm. I just fell through something else. You know, I really just wanted to see how long I was gonna keep falling for, but you know, it might be a while. You know what? What if I just let it just to see how long it'll take for something interesting to happen? Hmm. Also, just to make it perfectly clear, uh, you can't access your menu at all while you're in the air. Like you can't pause, you can't do none of that shit. So realistically, if you like clip through something while you're playing this game, you have to exit the game and like start the shit all over again. That's why I've just kind of been sitting here like calmly observing because I'm like, clearly this shit keeps looping, but like they never thought to just, make sure if you fell through the floor, you would eventually just reset the shits. I'm gonna give it 1 more minute. You got 50 more seconds. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna end the stream just like this. Wait, do I want to know? No, I'm gonna play from shits because even though I do like that song, I'm gonna play it from right here. As always, thank you for joining the stream. This was funny as shit. Love yourself because if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you supposed to know if somebody else really love you or not? And be yourself because being somebody else takes way too much effort. And we got enough on our plate. It's not goodbye. It's see you later. Because as always, I'm gonna see you later. So see you later. The fact that I'm still falling is fucking hilarious to me. I'm still falling. Like I'm watching my character. They are still mid-flight. But I still haven't unlocked my broom yet. It's some bullshit.